Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will kill you now. Save you from your wild curiosity.
What it do, y'all? Save your souls. Back at you with another one. We got Seyru, Shirayu, something Ru 20's mirror match here with lightning. So let me tell y'all how this became a thing, right? I said I had something to do, which kind of wasn't the thing. I knew what it was going to be, right? It's going to be nothing but lightning versus, you know, it was going to be nothing but endless mirror matches. I'm like, okay, I don't really mind that, but it's more like, I think you're just playing her because I won't switch to another character because lightning just kind of like take care, because well, why would I though, right? Because lightning just takes care of everything else that you got. I could have shot Razor Gale then and took care of the fire. Something funny happened when the moment I seen that Poisaga, because I wasn't paying attention at the beginning. The moment I seen Poisaga, like something in my head clicked too. I'm like, my ops. That's who got to you. I mean, it's obvious though, because you know they do that to Zell. They did that to a lot of people who you know, because they know I'm not cool. Oh my god! And they're trying to teach a player who's not good at the game to beat me, which is, I'm like, bro, that's laughable. Especially the sort of people that come into this game are not fighters to begin with, right? They don't really have a good sense for fighting. What you see, what she's going to do, right? A lot of the things she keeps doing is just imitating, like Army of One I'll do, then she'll do Army of One. Then it'll be Watara. No, she'll shoot fire, I'll Watara, then she'll Watara. I shouldn't have backed that. You see the roulette, Bainga, then she'll Bainga. You see, wasting your situations. It's like, what did you put fire out for? I told you, unless you have a orb, Razor Gale makes everything else null. Unless you had like Thunderfall, maybe, which is probably what they told you to put on was Thunderfall. But you know, you don't see how it would have worked in that situation. See what I'm saying? I'll put out Watara because it beats fire. The matchup is easier than you think. You see what I'm saying? Now, had you not been so wasteful of your things, you would be alive in the neck, alive for a little longer. But this ultimately comes down to the skill of the player, right? Like the knowledge of the player too, right? Like, not even really got to even be that much better than you, right? Because I understand more about the game. I'm not, you know, I'm not abusing a item either. I'm not using it out of block because I get invincible iframes off of it. I'm not using it, you know, in specific certain, you know, I'm using it as like You know, if y'all knew what Okazemi and things like that was, then, you know, a lot of this would make a little bit more sense to you. But you don't play real fighting games. You don't play stuff like Tekken or things like that. Oh, where's the boys out? See where's the knowledge at? You know, that's not how learning works. You can't just, unfortunately, you can't just like cut open the top of your head and just insert the knowledge that you know into another player. You know what I mean? Like that's because you're learning strats that you don't know how to apply. Because these players are already good at the game. That's the issue. And they're only showing you things that they know because this is what works for them in matches. This is what works for them. I shouldn't have double dashed. It's not going to work for you because you don't have the same level of experience. And like I said, look at how beat down that's working. It's done you more. That's been better for you than any other strats that you have just used. And until you start learning different ways to hit people, learning deeper depths on how to use Crush and Blow, I probably would stick with Razor Gale because it's just harder for players to get over with the way that you play. But I showed that doesn't matter because you don't have the experience. Theory fighting's not going to help you. You got to get in there and get to fighting and understand yourself why these things don't work. I was upset with it. Like, whoa. I did not just Blizzard a wall splattered opponent, bro. I was so mad just then. I'm like, oh my god. I didn't realize that I accidentally clicked going into Ravager. I wanted heavy slash like I just did there. You know, just rack up it again. Looks better than what I was just doing. Because I know I don't have an HP that would hit them, so it wouldn't make no sense to use Razor Gale from that far away because it's not going to hit them. This is another situation with Poisaga. You know, it gives you that it gives you that situation. You see, they must have been out of stamina or something. You would have to have been out of stamina. There's no way that you were finna just keep clicking melee, keep clicking smite, right? Keep clicking smite. He has a binder. Just keep clicking smite. It's okay. Just click smite. It's alright. The utility though, like even though I'm gonna be honest, I didn't IQ that on that level, but it worked out because I have it, and now I'm just entertaining it at this point, bro. I'm just shooting out magic too. I'm just like, you know what? I'll play the magic game too, you know. Fire, what's our fire dash away? What's our dash away? Close in. You know what I mean? Like, Aurora, you can forget about that. I'm about to lose a life here. I played around too much. When I could have been using my abilities in more creative ways than just spamming out techniques, right? You know, getting in and attacking. And you know it works back on you too, right? When you're, you know, another thing, right? So when you get to rushing and things like that, another thing you need to know about combat in here is You are unsafe when you are rushing in on someone. You're not blocking unless you know they're finna attack you before you get a chance to get to them. Just like the weakness to the magic, things like that. Well, not magic. The weakness to Ravenger. You know.
Sorry.
What it is you know, you're stationary. You can't move for a small. You have a small window to do something about it. You know. Won't be long now. We both click Army of One at the same time. That got to be the only time I've seen Army of One come out where it wasn't like I knew Army of One was finna happen. You know what I mean? But honestly, if you stop listening to my ops, right? But you know, they probably came to you. But, you know, I don't really care though. You know, it didn't change the outcome. It wouldn't change the outcome a week from now. It wouldn't change the outcome a month. The outcome is still going to be Savior over Seyru. That's just what it is.
I won't let anything stand in my way.
You don't got enough experience to hang with somebody like me trying to be me. Because your Stola failed you. Your Stola failed you because I understand the matchup.
Sorry. Couldn't have gone better.
Alright, let this be a message, a lesson to the ops. Theory fighting does not work. This has been the Savior Soldier. I'll catch y'all later.
The messenger is standing at the gate, ready to let go, ready for the crush of the messenger. Too late for whispers, too late for the blush. The past is mercy when the future's glow. Kneeling journey dressed in the cloak of shadows. The hunting's grim.